It's the passing of the torch this afternoon as California swears in our next state governor. A live look straight ahead. And wild weather in the Valley and the Sierra. This was all happening over the weekend and this morning, taking out power and bringing traffic to a standstill. The latest in our winter storm watch coming up. Thank you so much for joining us this Monday afternoon. I'm Dina Kupfer. The inauguration ceremony for Gavin Newsom began just under an hour ago, and the oath of office just took place about 5 minutes ago. We just missed it here live, but the inauguration is being considered one of the biggest in the last 20 years. This is video from that very moment of Governor Gavin Newsom being sworn in. Some big names in attendance: House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm, and Dolores Huerta, the president of the Dolores Huerta Foundation. And we also want to show you now a live look at that ceremony where Governor Newsom is speaking at the podium. Let's listen in.
Too long. And even in a booming economy, there's this disquieting sense, right, that things are not as predictable as they once were, that we almost now run a little bit faster just to stay in place. Stagnant wages, costs that keep rising, rent, utilities, visiting the doctor, the basics are increasingly out of reach. We face a gulf between the rich and everyone else. And it's not just inequality of wealth, it's inequality of opportunity. And we have a homeless epidemic that should keep each and every one of us up at night. An achievement gap in our schools, and a readiness gap that holds back millions of our kids. And too many children know the ache of chronic hunger. I have met families in this state who have to improvise where to tuck their babies in at night, making nests out of blankets on the floor or turning dresser drawers into makeshift cradles because they cannot afford a crib. These aren't merely policy problems, they are moral imperatives. And so long as they persist.
And if you would like to listen to the rest of the speech here from now Governor Gavin Newsom, we are streaming this live on our Facebook page. We'll also have more on our website, cbs13.com. And of course, tonight at 4, we'll break down some of the highlights. And last night, then Governor-elect Gavin Newsom hosted a benefit concert at the Golden One Center to celebrate his inauguration. Proceeds helped to go to the victims of the California wildfires. He spoke to the crowd, which included many Paradise residents.
We are getting close now to $5 million that we will be able to contribute to the folks up in Paradise.
He also hosted a pre-inaugural celebration at the California Railroad Museum yesterday. And California's new first family is moving into the historic governor's mansion today, including their 4 children, 2 dogs, and even a rabbit. Gavin Newsom will be the second governor to live in the mansion since Ronald Reagan in 1967. Meantime, after his second 8-year term as governor of the Golden State, former Governor now Brown is moving into a newly built 2,000-square-foot home in Colusa County. In a one-on-one interview, he talked about his legacy in the state.
I'll know if I miss it or how much after I leave, but I have enjoyed being not only governor, but being in the governor's mansion. We took a state that was ungovernable. It looked like it was totally out of control and had been floundering financially. 27 billion in the red, and now we're 27 billion in the black.
And Brown's new home is called Mountain House 3. This is named after his great-grandfather's home on the same land, again in Colusa County. And earlier this morning, Attorney General Javier Becerra was also sworn into office. Later today, Newsom will administer the oath for the incoming California Lieutenant Governor, Eleni Kounalakis, and she is the first woman to hold the post in state history. At 12.